When I was growing up, I was always crafting. I was always making bracelets and painting and drawing. I had a grandmother who was a professional painter and artist her whole life. My dad was a photographer. My grandfather was an architect. So there was a lot of creativity there, but a lot of it was stifled because I think growing up, I was expected to be a doctor or, in math or science. So whatever creativity I was doing was just kind of pushed aside. My name is Casey Ligon. My married name is Casey LaFay. I grew up in Niceville, Florida, and I'm here now. I am endlessly creative. It kind of pours out, and at the end of the day, I hope something sticks. When I was in middle school, I had an art teacher tell me to find a new hobby. She said that my drawings weren't that good and that I needed to pick something else to do. But by the time I got to senior year of high school, I won all the ribbons and got first place, best of show in the art show. There was some kind of disconnect there, and there was still that little spark inside of me that said, hey, you're pretty good at this, maybe try to keep going. My dad was a photographer. He was the breadwinner of our family. What that should have told me was that as a creative person, you can make money and make a living. But instead, I think that there was just this sense in the community of, Florida and the United States in general that told you you're only gonna make money if you're a doctor or a lawyer. My dad inspired me retroactively, but it wasn't until he died that I realized, okay, he made it work, he made a career out of his craft, and maybe I could too. So once he passed away, it was this catalyst, this boom that turned into the work that I'm doing now. I got a job straight out of college at Hallmark Cards. They recruited me in writing and graphic design. I did kind of a hybrid role there. Eventually the design took over and I started learning lettering and all these more visual things. I had always wanted to learn hand lettering, calligraphy, things like that. At Hallmark, there were these master artists who had been doing traditional calligraphy for years. So I would play that intern card and say, hey, I'm new here. Can you teach me for an hour how to do this amazing calligraphy? And they'd all say yes. I have somewhere around 34,000 followers. It's a lot of people who are learning lettering and learning calligraphy and want to get into food styling, and they'll ask a lot of questions. For a while I was very protective and I didn't want to share what I knew. So now I'm a lot more open about all that stuff. When I met Piper, my stepdaughter, she was 2, and there was something in that made me realize I can go, have a family, be a freelance artist, and just be happy for once. I quit my job and I got to be with her and then had my own son. Having family around to inspire my work is the only thing that makes it happen.